Hello, day 20. I am currently waiting for my ride to pick me up. I actually decided to pay a shuttle this morning because I wanted to make sure I got back to trail early, and I just didn't want to deal with the whole hitchhiking thing today. I had to resupply for 6 days worth of food, and I'll have to show you later how it was so much food I had to go buy an extra bag because it definitely won't fit in my bear can for like 3 days. So yeah, I'll check in with you when I get to trail. All right, made it back to Monarch Pass with 4 minutes to spare before they open, so I'm gonna wait and see if I can get another burrito to take on the trail with me. The kitchen doesn't open this early. No burrito for me. The plan for today is to do 20 miles. So we'll see if I make it. I am starting at 8. So a little bit, I have one less hour than normal. But in 5 miles, I leave the Collegiate West and we go back to just the plain old Colorado Trail. I don't change my map then, but from what I recall, I don't think the hiking today is going to be too difficult. Like, I don't think there's any major climbs. These first sorry, I'm already out of breath. These first 5 miles are all uphill, but it's like a gradual uphill. I'm on a road again. And it kind of looks like it's going to be like this for a while, so I know. I also mentioned being excited to go to town and hoping to see, like, be reunited with certain people. They were in town, staying at a different hostel, and Postcard, who I ran into in the grocery store. We exchanged phone numbers, so he kept me updated on what they were doing for dinner and stuff. But never worked out because I put my laundry in like right before he texted me, and then because my clothes got so gross, I put it on like the heavy soil cycle, and it just took so long. So by the time I could join them, like, they were still hanging out in town, but they had already eaten, and I was like, I am starving. So I'm gonna go get food. So I didn't get to see everyone I wanted to see, but I know that they were in town, so I'll probably be running into them within the next couple of days on trail, I would think. So yeah, that's still exciting. And then I also found out from my ride this morning that somebody else that I was wondering, like, what happened to them, he got a ride back to trail yesterday morning, so he's like a day ahead of me. And honestly, he seems like a really fast hiker, so I might not ever see him again unless if he takes the 0 or something. But it's always nice, like, finding out where people are or running back into them. On trail, we don't really have cell signal the vast majority of the time, but word of mouth is how we do it. I have a fun fact that my ride told me this morning. So remember those trees from yesterday that I thought had been planted in a straight line? I was wrong. So apparently there had been a large beetle kill. So I guess there were these beetles that killed a bunch of trees, and so that pattern in the forest is from them clearing out all the dead trees. And I guess they kind of had to make paths to get all the timber down off the mountain. So that's really the real reasoning. I was trying to be smart the other day, but I was wrong. The mountain bikers are out in full swing today. unrelated to today, I think. Apparently there's a bike race on trail tomorrow, and I'm really hoping that I'll hike far enough to not be in the middle of that, because that's going to be worse than the running race that I was stuck in the other day, because the bikes go so much faster. There's a little guy perched on the top of that rock. What a life. He's looking over his kingdom. Alright, we are officially leaving the Collegiate West and rejoining the one path for the Colorado Trail. Yep, so now the Collegiate West and the Collegiate East merge back into one trail. And yeah, we're still following the CDT. I can see the sign right ahead of me has both the CT and CDT trail signs on them. But yeah, now we're back into one route. Goodbye, Collegiate West. You were beautiful. You were so good to me. You only had like 2 hard climbs. Alright, I've made it about 10.5 miles so far, and now it's lunchtime, and I will show you how much food that I have. I can even show you right now. My bag is all the way full to the brim. It's like twice as much food as I've carried this entire time, so yay, my shoulders hurt. Alright, that's the resupply. Plus I have some extra goodies in my fanny pack. But yeah, this is a lot of extra food. Got raspberries. They're all along here. Yummy. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Yummy. Yum. I just got some trail magic. This lovely couple waiting for their friends to surprise them had bananas and stuff, so I got a banana, and then I found wild raspberries. It's such a good day. Okay, there's actually a huge wall of dark clouds, and I do hear thunder. I'm in the trees right now though, so again, it's just a matter of keeping an eye on the sky and on the trees. So far on this trip, it's always been perfectly clear, false alarms. Not saying that today couldn't be different, because it could be, but I just know I show a lot of anxiety about the storms on here, but really haven't had any yet, so like it's okay. You know, it's just a matter of paying attention to your surroundings. And look, it's okay right here. It's just bad over there. So it's also gotten really hot since lunch. So the sun came out, I guess. But now there's clouds. I don't know, I'm starting to ramble. Starvation Creek, that sounds fun. I think I'm gonna go this way. I have a feeling it's another false alarm, but maybe I'll eat my words in an hour, I don't know. But usually these storms don't last very long, and since it's over there, my theory is that it's gonna happen over there and then be done. But yeah, I think I'd just like to give you guys weather updates, but whenever it seems like something exciting or scary, depending on your viewpoint, is about to happen, it doesn't happen. So I haven't been showing as much of the views today. It's just there's been less, and Honestly, they're kind of starting to look the same. I'm sure that won't be true forever, but just this section, not as interesting. So I'm blabbing more than showing, I guess. But that can be nice sometimes too. Apparently Colorado doesn't work on Fridays. There's so many people out today and so many mountain bikers. Like, it always happens on the weekends, but it's still a weekday. What are they all doing? I guess I don't work on Fridays either, or Mondays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays. So I can't really blame them. I've got about 2 miles left and my feet really hurt and my shoulders. The bag is really heavy today. Hi buddy. You mind if I walk by? Oh, there he goes. This is a really spooky forest I've been hiking through with all the dead trees, or even like the skinny trees blowing in the wind. They're creaking against one another and they're making like sounds you would hear in a horror movie. It's kind of spooky. Remember that storm? I thought, oh, that'll be over in half an hour. It's still storming. Just not right above me, although it did rain a little bit earlier. And it is quite windy right now. I have, I think, less than a mile to camp, and I am very ready. My body hurts. I made it! 20 miles on the dot. Looking around, all those trees look alive, right? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so tired. It's raining now too. So I'm gonna set up my tent and stuff and then cook because I'm so hungry. And then I need a journal for the today and yesterday, and then maybe figure out my next few days because I have a 6-day resupply or a 6-day stretch like I said, but I only actually plan the first 3 days. And there's a certain side quest that I want to do that's apparently in the stretch too, so I want to try to plan around it so that I can do it. But we'll find out in 5 days if I do it or not. Oh, there's the thunder. Okay, I gotta do my stuff, so I'll see you later. Good morning. It is day 21. It rained on and off last night, and honestly, outside of having a wet tent to pack up now, it's welcomed because my tent was getting so dirty. And there's no way to clean the dirt off without the rain. So, I am like halfway done packing up for the morning. I have to go get my food. Hopefully it was unbothered last night, but I swear I heard something sniffing around. So we'll see as soon as I get out of my tent. It's kind of chilly outside, which is why I have my puffy on. And yeah, you got 17 and a half miles today. And yeah, that's what we're doing. More hiking. What do you know? Okay, time to go. Yay. Oh, by the way, yesterday I mentioned a mountain biking race happening today. I'm pretty sure I am out of the race zone because there were a ton of little green flags marking the path for a while yesterday, but they've disappeared. And that's how it was with the running race. There were pink flags everywhere for where the race was. So, I mean, I'll let you know later if I'm wrong, but I think I walked far enough to get out of it. So that's nice. One less thing to worry about. And I like my solitude. There's at least 4 of them, I think. I didn't want to go over and bother them, but I kept staring. He's so cute. That's pretty cool. Who would have thought to see that out here? I don't know. The heavy pack is really getting to me today. I made it to the top of this morning's climb, so I'm going to let myself have a reward and have a snack. I'm really looking forward to this fruit roll that I got. I got a different flavor for each one, so I don't know which one it is. Let's find out. I'm hoping it's the green apple one. Yeah. Nice. I just finished going up. Oh, dead chipmunk right in the middle of the trail. Anyways, I just finished going up a short but steep uphill, and my mood today, I was getting so mad at it. It was like 0.3 or something. I don't know, I think it's a combination of the weight, and I really haven't been eating enough protein, so I think I'm gonna stop for lunch shortly, and force myself to eat my jerky. I'm sure that'll make a huge difference, but yeah, I'm kind of having a grumpy day. Oh my god. So I just finished my lunch. A guy I met last night named Spunky caught up with me, so we had a nice little lunch break together. But now, let me show you the trail. I think I have tripped 3 times in the past minute. Every time I hear something crack in the trees, I think it's a person behind me. But this trail, I keep tripping on it. You see how beautiful the sky is? Not a yucky cloud in sight, but there is massive thunder coming from somewhere. I guess maybe it's up ahead, past the trees where I can't see. I've got like 6 miles left of the day, and that's it. So, and I mean, I don't know what the next 6 miles look like, but I don't believe there's gonna be any long stretches of exposure, so I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Fast forward like 2 hours, and I'm in like the worst storm of my life. By the way, maybe I should clarify, because I know I keep talking about the storms. I have hiked in my fair share of storms. Again, I'm going to reference the AT. When I did that very rainy and stormy trail, so I'm not concerned about being outside in a storm. You get wet, whatever. But before I came out here onto the Colorado Trail, I heard a lot of scary stories, or more like fear-mongering, about the afternoon thunderstorms, and a lot of this trail is exposed and you're not in the trees. I am right now, but as we know, especially in the collegiate West, where I got very lucky and had no storms, that could have been very different. So that's just why I've been so like aware of the weather that's going on above my head and what might be happening, because yeah, there's a difference between hiking in a dense forest in a thunderstorm and hiking on the top of a ridge in a thunderstorm, right? Like, you're much more protected down in the trees than you are being the single moving tall object on top of a mountain. So that's just why I keep bringing it up, and also I keep expecting it to happen and then it doesn't happen. Maybe I've been worrying more than I should, but that's just what's going on in my brain, and that's what I've been sharing with you. And yeah, yesterday's rain was like, I feel like the first real rain that we've had of the whole trail. And that's like nearly 3 weeks of dry hiking. At the same time, I still have 2 more weeks left, and anything can happen. Anything could happen today. So we'll see. I'll probably keep checking in with you about the weather and having false alarms, but we just never know. And it's always good to be cautious and aware, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I felt like I needed to add in that disclaimer because I feel like I sound like I'm so scared of the weather, but it's just different. You know, I'm not from Colorado, so I don't know what it's like. I will say though, when I see the day hikers, day bikers, whatever, the people on the weekends, and there's like a little rumbling thunder in the distance or a little bit of rain, there's literally no reaction from them. So I think if that's any sign, the weather here seems to be quite sporadic and not as big of a deal. Like the storms on the East Coast, oh, if it's gonna rain, it is going to rain. If it's going to storm, it is going to go on for hours, if not the entire day, if not multiple days in a row, right? That doesn't really seem to be how it is here, but I don't know if there's anyone who knows Colorado better than me watching this. Maybe I sound like a fool and you can correct me, but it's been my experience so far in these like 3 weeks. Oh, also, good point that Spunky made when we were at lunch, because I was talking about just how heavy my bag has been. It's really been getting to me today. There's like no water all day outside of this morning, and crossing my fingers right before camp. So because of that, I normally carry 2 liters, but because of that, I'm carrying 3 liters, which is more than 6.5 pounds of just water alone. So that probably has to do also with why my bag was feeling so heavy. And now that I've drank about a liter of that, you know, it's like getting better. The more water I drink, the better, and the more food I eat, the better. It's raining again. I have like 2 miles until camp, 1 mile until the water source. Okay, made it to the water source. It's dry, there is no water, so I'm really glad I carried those 3 liters today because I have like 1.5 liters left. Not sure, I don't remember where the first water source tomorrow will be, but this will definitely last me through the night and into the morning. Hey buddy. Hi. Totally ignoring me. I think I'm gonna camp here. There's 2 good spots without any dead trees that look like they could fall on me, which is always good. Yeah, I was gonna go just like 0.3 further, but there was actually no recent information on it, and the last information a year ago said there was some dead trees. So there's 2 good spots here, some nice looking trees. Here, there's a spot right here. Those trees look okay. And then there's a spot right there. Those trees look great. So I'm gonna camp up here for tonight, and yeah, and apparently I have a little deer friend with me. And there we have it. I think I'm gonna say good night, so good night, and I will see you tomorrow for day 22. Bye. Good morning. It is day 22. I got up late this morning, but I'm still hiking by 8, so not too bad. I just didn't sleep very well last night. I had a lot of nightmares, so then by morning I was still tired. I wanted to sleep in more, but then I watched a squirrel run back and forth collecting things for its little nest or whatever, and it was very cute. And now I'm hiking. I have, I think, 18.5 miles today, and yeah, there's still no water until like over 8 miles into the day, I have a 1 liter with me. So here's to hoping that it'll last, which I think it will. I don't drink a ton of water, so I think I'll be good. And yeah, let's get hiking. I got distracted because I saw what could have been my campsite last night, and I'm very glad I stopped where I did. There are dead trees everywhere and surrounding the site, so it's a good decision to stop when I did. I found more raspberries. Look, there's so many, nobody's noticed them. They're everywhere. They go all the way back there. Yummy! Look, so many. And there's still so many left. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna eat these now. Okay, I ate those and then I got more, but I'm gonna stop now and leave them for the rest of the creatures and anyone else who notices them. The trail provides, as they say. I love nature. It's so cool. I found more. Okay, I promise I'll stop, but I just found a whole nother patch. Oh, it's so exciting. There's so many. I'm just gonna take a couple. I promise. Okay, I will shut up in just a minute about it, but they're everywhere. I keep walking down the trail and running into more and more of them, and I'll pick one off here and there, but at this point, if I keep stopping to eat the raspberries, I'm never gonna make it to camp. So I think I've had enough of my fill, and I want to leave the rest, like I said, for everyone else to enjoy. So yummy. Oh, it's made my day. I think I've also been seeing gooseberries, which dude told me about and described them, but he is not here with me, so I'm not eating them because that could go bad if I got it wrong. But just so you know, there are also gooseberries in the area. If not right here, he definitely saw some like a few days ago, so that's pretty cool. I'm getting holes in my socks. There's a bunny rabbit. He's so cute. Hiya. I've seen maybe only 2 so far out here, but especially the first one was so surprising. I wasn't expecting to see a bunny out here in the Colorado mountains. On another road. Ooh, I don't like walking from that. Yay, yummy ditch water. I filled up really well. It's supposed to just be a seasonal stream. So yay, I got my water. It's the first view in like 3 days. Nice. 300 miles, yeah! Still on the road. Looks like we're gonna be here for a while. Happy 300. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have a little celebratory snack here instead of olive lunch, because the longer I sit here, the more it smells like cow shit. So I want to get back into the woods and away from the cow patties, and then I'll eat lunch. But I'm gonna have my little cookie snack first. Since I was complaining about it the past 2 days, I would like everyone to know that my backpack is now back to a normal weight today. Yay! 300 miles in a not too heavy backpack. Woohoo! And wild raspberries. Oh my god, I did keep my promise and stop talking about them so much, but they went on for like a few miles. It was really cool. By the way, we will know by the end, but I think I told you the trail was 491 miles, and I think I'm wrong. I think it's a few miles shorter than that. The Collegiate West did add a couple miles, but I think it's still gonna be maybe more like 486. I don't know. I don't know how much the specifics really matter. It's nearly 500. It's also easier to just say it was 500 miles. Plus, you know, there's extra walking you have to do anyways. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I was a smidge off on the mileage. I just wanted to add that in there because for some reason miles matter to me, and being a couple miles off feels like I'm lying. So, yeah, anyways, I'm still on this road. Ooh, I want to get back into the forest so I can eat my lunch. Honestly, it's really not that bad. It's easy walking, so I do appreciate that. I'm just hungry, that's all. And I don't really want to stop on the side of the road. But like I said, we're in like cow territory right now. I haven't seen any cows, but I've seen a ton of cow poop. And it smells like cow poop. And I feel like once we get back into the forest, that'll go away, maybe? So that's my goal. Now I'm walking on an actual road. Let's see. This falls right on over. It goes here. Let's put this back. I need both hands, so I'll see you later. I did it. Found a snack on the side of the road. I'm gonna eat it. This is pretty. I like this. Now that's some nice water. Much better than the drain pipe that I got mine from. We're almost back into the forest. So close. We're entering the forest. Yay! Sort of. It's more like we're walking next to the forest than actually in it. Forest is over there. Road over there. Me right here. Okay, now we're not even close anymore. Now I'm on another sort of road. I really want lunch, and I really want the shade. I think the next good shady spot is where I'm gonna stop. So I'll see you there. I found a prairie dog. You see him? Oh my god. Oh, he went under the log. You have a little, oh, he has a little home there. He has a little hole there. I'm so happy I saw that. I saw, I think, one when I was in Denver before I started trail. But now I saw one on trail. That's so cool. I have a feeling we're gonna be out here for a while, because the top of the climb in 2.5 miles is a gate. Normally they're in like fields. So a little bit of shade right here. That's where I'm gonna stop. This is where I'm gonna eat. Finally, I'm excited. It's 1 o'clock. I've gone, I don't know how many miles, and I don't know how many miles left. All right, lunch is done, so we continue onward. Found the gate. This way. Another road. Pretty much the entire day. But you know what? It started out with raspberries, so it's been a pretty good day. I haven't seen anyone all day, which happens sometimes. It's weird today because, like, this morning got out a little bit later than normal and then kept stopping for the berries that I won't shut up about. You'd think someone would come up behind me, but so far, it's just been me. And Spunky, the guy I mentioned, he went a bit further than me yesterday, and he's crazy and wakes up at 4 a.m. So he might just be a few miles ahead of me, but I haven't seen him. And I have a feeling I won't, at least until town, if I see him again. But yeah, just me and this road. Guess what? Turned off the road to go on another road. I turned off that road onto another road. Oh, that bird scared me. Hey. Yeah, just, it's like all roads today, pretty much. But that's fine. Another one. Storms of ruin. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I was gonna camp back there, but I have energy, so I'm gonna keep going. The rain keeps getting worse by the minute. I wonder if you can see. Probably not. But I'm getting pretty wet. That's okay though. I don't mind, as long as I don't find myself in a meadow. Okay, I do indeed have to go through a meadow, so. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna be in there, and if thunder's gonna start or not. I'm gonna take a little break, have a little snack break, and see where things lie after. I feel kind of dumb just sitting here because I'm just getting wet. But I don't want to go over there, and there is thunder. So I'm debating if I should just set up camp here. But if I wait and the storm ends and I go to the new place I want to go, I was gonna wait to tell you, but it would be another 20-mile day, 20.3. And I definitely have the energy for it, so, and it's only like 5 o'clock. But as of right now, I'm just sitting in the rain going nowhere and getting wet. So I don't know. I guess I'll wait a little bit longer, and if I start feeling ridiculous, then I'll sit up. But I'm hoping it'll end and I can do my 20 so I can feel good about myself, because it's fun to do 20s. Yeah. The rain is kind of letting up, but there's still thunder, and the sky is completely gray, so we'll see. Now it's time to play. Oh, that's thunder. I was gonna say now it's time to play. Is that thunder or an airplane? I think the one before was an airplane, but that's definitely thunder right now. Okay, so I think I've decided the thunder is only getting worse. So I'm gonna stay here. It's gonna be a 19.1, so not my 20, but I was just looking, and I think tomorrow, unless if I'm really tired, I can do there's like a 22 point something, and that'll set me up better for the next day. So we'll see, but I think I'm gonna give up on my dreams of doing a 20 tonight because I don't know how long the storm is gonna last. I have no cell signal to check the weather, but the thunder has gotten worse since I started sitting here maybe 15 minutes ago, which isn't very long to wait, but it's also gotten closer and louder, and it could go on for another hour and I could still hike after that, but yeah, I'm still going. Oh my god, This guy is hungry. Okay, luckily I just so happened to stop where there's like kind of a campsite. So it's too bad because where I was originally going to camp was actually a really nice spot. And there was someone else there. I don't know who it was because they were hiding in their tent, but it could have been a friend. Or not. But either way. Oh well. I've made it this far. And that's as far as I'm going to make it today, apparently. I guess I'll set up and then I can be dry in my tent instead of wet sitting outside in the rain for no reason. Okay, I'm actually a little hesitant to set up here because, yes, while there's a fire ring and some space for a tent, there's also moose poop. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. It's there. I don't really care about the fact that the poop is there. It's more so, I don't know if this is a moose's spot. And I met someone before who camped in a moose's spot. And, I mean, he ended up getting away, but that moose was mad. So I don't want to do that. I also, I've never used this before, but my InReach has weather, so I'm trying that. But you can still hear the thunder going, so I don't know what to do. It might be okay here, because the moose might have just been walking by. It looks fresh-ish. More fresh than not. Yeah, I don't really know. Weather update on my Garmin is taking too long. I'm getting cold. That thunder was the worst yet. You only heard a part of it. But I think I found a different spot over there. So I'm going to set up here and just be done with the uncertainty. Storm's definitely getting worse, even though the rain's kind of on and off. But, oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've never used this before. Precipitation 70%. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. 6 p.m. 70%. It's still 5 something. 8 p.m. 30%. It looks like it's gonna rain for the rest of the evening and thunder. So I should definitely stay here. Alright, this Tuesday 12 p.m. 90% storms. That is very, very unfortunate for my special side quest. But if I go further tomorrow, then maybe I can do it Tuesday morning. Man, I wish I could hike further tonight because I'm feeling up for it. Stupid weather. And the fact that there's a meadow right there, and I'm pretty sure the campsite is like on the, is like in the meadow. So, it's too bad, but it is what it is, and Tuesday is still 2 days away, so. The rain came back and bad. I was cooking and eating my dinner like over there because I was secretly hoping the storm would go away and I could pack up my tent and keep hiking, but no, it came back. So now I'm in my tent, but it's actually kind of wet in here. Yeah, I like have trees around me, but sorry about that. I have trees around me, but not like directly above me. So I'm getting all of the rain. I kind of wish I wasn't listening to my ego and I had just stopped where I was going to stop because it was such a nice spot. And there was someone else there. And where I'm camping, like, is not technically a spot. So that makes me a little bit nervous. Just because of the animals, like I was saying earlier. They'll probably be fine, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to wipe down my tent and then get all my stuff set up from sitting in here, which I did the other night. It's possible, even though it's very tight space. And yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.